Hello everyone, this is the Vigilant Soldier here, and I'm back from a trip, and I've got a video coming up on that trip specifically, a video which will benefit you all, and I've got a bit of a semi-testimony, not exactly a testimony, but with some past experiences, and with a bit of a research guess, which is coming up on that. That was going to be my original video, but I had to make a video on this. It's about Bible prophecy. Now, Donald Trump claims Americans need ID to buy groceries at Florida rally. And people are saying, well, he clearly doesn't know what shopping is, blah, blah, blah. People are interpreting this the wrong way. The general public believes that Donald Trump here is saying you currently need to do this. No, these are his intentions. Read between the lines. That's not even necessarily Trump, because he ain't even the true king. He's a shadow puppet. He's just a puppet for the shadow government. These are their intentions for when they get the one world government, but complete other story entirely. But our point is, once the one world government comes into play fully, because they already govern the majority of the world anyway, all the proper extremely powerful countries, because you can't really get powerful in this day and age without being part of the one world government. My point is, yeah, Donald Trump claims Americans need ID to buy groceries at Florida rally, and this article goes on to claim things like Donald Trump wrongly claimed this, but no, he didn't wrongly claim it. He was basically stating in a sense that this was his intention. People need to read between the lines. And why is this so important, you all ask? Well, Revelation 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or name of the beast or the number of his name. So clearly, unless anyone has the mark or the name or the number of the beast, then you're not going to be able to. You're not going to get this. You're not going to be able to buy or sell if you have this mark. And it says the scriptures also speak of how you need a mark. It will force people to get the mark of the right hand or forehead. And exactly. So he's gone from needing ID to buy alcohol, to buy groceries. And trust me, this is going to be implemented. Don't know when, but it's going to be implemented. And this is crucial with the RFID chip, or whichever chip it's going to be, which they chip people with. Now, the chip, as of right now, ain't exactly the mark of the beast, because the mark of the beast isn't exactly fully in place. People can be forced to get this. So we know that the mark of the beast isn't fully in place right now, but we can see the proto marks, okay? Proto marks. These consist of things such as Bitcoin, RFID chip. You could potentially count bank cards in a sense. Everybody has a form of this proto mark. Most people do. I have a bank card. I need to word this carefully, because I don't want to say bank cards are the mark of the beast, or mobile phones, or Bitcoin, because they're not. The mark of the beast is going to be forced. It's going to be when the one world government is put into place. But my point is that the proto marks are in, because they're going to implement this into it, but they can't just do it like that, because the people won't condone to it. They have to do this slowly, in a sense, and that's what they're doing. Donald Trump is saying this, but this is great, because this means things are about to move fast. And with the transhumanist movement moving forward, which transhumanism could technically be seen as a proto mark. And speaking of these proto marks, because I'm going to be doing a video on the proto marks of the beast, there's many different proto marks, and there is indeed a spiritual and worship aspect of it. There's three aspects of the mark of the beast: the mark, the name, and the number. These are the three aspects of the beast. So the mark is going to, the actual full mark on the beast will probably consist of all of these. It's not really fully known, but the mark is going to be some form of physical and spiritual thing. That is true. Because you see, you have the Seventh-day Adventists who claim it's Sunday worship because it's all about spiritual things, and again, they're right that it's spiritual, but they're wrong that it's Sunday worship. And you have some people go to an extreme of saying that it's just physical and not spiritual at all, which is false. It is a physical thing, yes, and it's a spiritual thing. They go together. There's three aspects, and I guess you can say a name. And the reason this is so important, and the reason to speak of Bitcoin, is because we see the death of cash. And you go to this article, it states that notes and coins could disappear by 2025. Cards and the rise of contactless payments mean 1/4 of Brits think they will be able to do without notes and coins within 5 years. See, with the introduction of contactless payments, this is the mark of the beast growing. It's not here yet, no, but it's coming here. So When I speak of the mark of the beast being here, I don't mean it's here right now in this sense, because it's not. It's not. But the proto marks are here. And this is the system which is going to be implemented, it, such as Bitcoin. But don't fear, because this is a great thing. Yes, the Great Tribulation is indeed coming, but that ain't no reason to fear. That's a reason to rejoice. Is a reason to rejoice, because that means the end is coming. The scriptures say, don't fear when these things happen. For example, the earthquakes in diverse places, the wars and rumors of wars, especially things such as the mark of the beast, because these things mean that we are very, very close. The Great Tribulation is coming. Great Tribulation, which is also probably going to be World War III. Whole topic entirely. I've got a video on that. Point is, though, that this is the death of cash. Cash is not going to be here. I believe that by the time the mark of the beast is fully implemented, and I said, the mark of the beast, when it's fully implemented, we have to have nothing to do with that, because the scriptures say, those who receive the mark of his name will be destroyed in the lake of fire. Okay? The scriptures tell us that. So if you receive this mark, you are going to be destroyed in the lake of fire, because only people who don't have the Holy Spirit are going to receive this mark, so make sure you do not. The Holy Spirit will not allow you to do it. So again, the false Christians are indeed going to receive this mark. And here's the most important thing, though. The proto-marks, which many people are going to slander me for saying the proto-marks, say proto-marks aren't in scriptures, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm speaking of real-world things in prophecy. They told us to look out when the mark is for things like this are happening, and the mark's been implemented. So please, be vigilant, understand the fact he's coming soon, and be wary of this mark, because people are going to accept it, and you can't accept this. More videos coming soon. But the truth is, we need to run from this. Flee where there's persecution. You don't, and things you embrace the persecution. But when I say flee from the persecution, I'm not saying like be a coward. What I'm saying is, the scriptures say, if you've been persecuted in one city, run to the other so you can do the work of Christ in the other city. He's coming soon. Be excited. And embrace the persecution, because those who suffer for Christ are blessed. I'm not saying be a coward. I'm just saying, if it's persecution in one city, move to the next. We're all going to have to go off the road and start becoming like, we won't have homes. We'll have to be like Jippos. Vision Soldier, I'm going to sign up for now. Love you all.